Alright, so on my SVD video, I got a comment basically asking either for a tutorial or an explanation on how I built the model. I can't really show how I built the model because I don't record my building process. However, I can show you how it works. Alright, so our little safety lever on here, it kind of works just on a hinge. It moves up and down with that pin there. Alright, so yeah, you see on here I'm showing that when it's up, it blocks the charging handle, and when it's down, well, if I fix that real quick, if it's down, it goes all the way back. Have the full range of motion for the charging handle. Alright, and our mag release, it's got two little things that kind of block it from going forward or backwards too far, but you can see the end of it kind of goes into a notch on the magazine on the back. I messed up the dummy round, so that's why there's only that nub there. And those parts are just kind of on the sides like that. Hold on, let me fix this real quick. Well, no, I'm recording the audio for this after I've already made the video. Alright, so on here you got your rear sight. It's just on another hinge, like I said earlier. So that hinge is a little different, and then there's the front sight that corresponds with it. It's kind of just, I think it's one of those, like, pieces that has, like, a little piece of thread that you would loop on there. Alright, anyway, back to what I was saying was, we're going to take that off, just so I can show this a little better for everything else. There's a little notch that makes sure that your safety cannot go too high, kind of like how the other one can make sure that it doesn't go too low, you know, so it doesn't loop all the way back around. See, here's my example there. Let me just put that back on there. And now I will take this top piece off and all that to show you kind of how the bolt works. Now the bolt on here and the trigger system doesn't work on how an SVD does normally. It's kind of my own stuff that I usually build AKs, so I built kind of like an AK long bolt gas system kind of thing, similar to that. However, this is not a long stroke gas piston on the SVD. It's a short stroke, which means it's different. But no, I'm thinking of something else. It's not a short stroke, it's an entirely different system. Right, here I'm showing the two little bars where the power release, make sure it doesn't go too far back or too far forward. Now if I take that piece off, in the front you will be able to see kind of it just goes too far and gets stuck in place a little bit. Alright, fix that. And on the trigger, I'll talk about that later. Hold on, let me take off the pieces for the bolt. You can see this is more like an AK bolt kind of system that I made on here. It's got a little clip at the front, kind of like a hook almost, that would hold the two rubber bands I have in place. On the, yeah, you can see those there. See where it kind of connects? That's that little clip I was talking about, that black part. And it just kind of allows the bolt to move with that. You see, this is basically just like a big AK bolt I made for this model. And you can see the beginning of the chamber there. This is definitely not my most realistic model, but it's one of the better looking ones I have. Alrighty, now what was I going to show you here? I forget because I recorded this earlier. Oh, that's right, I was going to show you, I think, the trigger system. Yeah, I had to take that part off. There you go. You can kind of see there, but you can't at all. It's literally just a hinge for the trigger. It moves back and forth. It doesn't have to do with the safety or anything. And the model is fine. I did put it back together after I was done recording. Alright, that's kind of how it works. I hope this works for you. Alright.